It was very well organized, in line with international standard. You can see the representative from FIFA, from CAF. We particularly requested for the director of reforms in FIFA, Luca Piazza, who is also in the office of the president, then Mugengi Solomon, who is from the development office. Then we also have the executive committee from CAF, Sita Sangari. Then from the part of government, of course, we have the host governor, attending this, declaring the ceremony open. So to me, and it's just history being made in Nigeria, and we're happy, we're excited about it, because we know that football sanity will return to Nigeria. That I can assure you with this victory. Like I said, there's no victor, there's no vanquished. Football is a winner. Aminu Megeri is my big brother. I even call him my father at times, And, Taiwo Gunjobi happens to be a big brother as well. So we just need to do what we need to do. First of the things I want to do is to initiate reforms for our statute, and that's why he's going to put all his expertise to play in ensuring that we start immediately. There are some things we need to capture in the statute that will reflect reconciliation, true reconciliation, and we have to do it right away. And I'm happy it's not about me, it's about the executive committee. It's also about the Congress that believe in us. I will say today that we're not going to fail them. This is a turning point. This is a tonic. And like I said, there's no victor, there's no vanquished. Everybody's a winner. But people should now know that we need to develop football beyond the narrow confines of ethnicity, primitivism, nonchalance, lackadaisical mediocrity. We need to develop a outside those narrow confines.
We did campaign on the platform of continuity. I think that this is stability, and it shows that we're heading in the right direction, and that football is maturing, and the delegates are maturing in their minds. So we promise that everything we said we will do in the second term, we will do. We'll continue where we left off and even do better. But even more importantly is that, we'll embrace everybody. We'll embrace everybody. So it's not about individuals, it's about football. At the beginning, the president said that, football is going to be the winner. We've won elections, but football certainly has to be the winner.
All right, welcome back. You listen to re-elected NFF President Hamad Jupine, his first Vice President, Shea Kiyomi. And from their immediate reaction, two things jump at you. They're talking about true reconciliation, and they're talking about football development. Guys, let me start with Smart. Some thoughts going through my mind. I can't go past the hugs and the smiles. So I'm tempted to ask you, with all of this, yeah, do you still see anybody say, okay, you know what, I don't agree with this, the outcome of this. I'm going to seek redress. In spite of the hugs, the smiles, the one family, we are brothers, football has won. In spite of all those rhetorics, do you still see anybody?
If anyone goes to court or goes to complain or protest or whatever, I think that would be a misnomer. Okay. Because at least the way we saw the whole thing panned out, even there were, I think, 1 or 2 petitions against Megeri that were swept aside.
Well.
Yes, and allowed to contest the election. If that was an issue, if he was not allowed to contest the election, that's why the effect, okay, something could come up. But the way it went, I don't expect any person that wishes football well in Nigeria to contest this election. Let them just go work together. Even those who contested and lost out, whichever ideas you had that you wanted to bring on the board, give it to the guys. Yeah, give it to them. Say, okay, let it go. Even if you want to present it to them by way of what is in vogue in Nigeria, open letter, for people to know when they start doing it, it's my idea. Do that. Then at least once football is doing well, you'll be happy for it. That if these people leave, there's another opportunity for you to come and say, okay,
it's just
where you stop, let me, exactly, just before you know it, 4 years will be over. So I don't expect anybody to come and contest the outcome of this election.
I don't know if Dokola agrees with you. Didn't any of these guys who just say, you know what, I don't just agree, something that you guys didn't see. Do you see anybody? Or is there any likely scenario? Because I just realized my question is a bit narrow. Is there any likely scenario that can take us back to where we were 4 years ago?
No, I doubt that. I doubt that in this case. Don't forget, 4 years ago, we had 2 elections. So that is not, it's very slim. It's almost impossible, yeah. I think credit to the Electoral Committee. They did a good job. We could have had a reason if Megale was not cleared provisionally to contest. But I think they handled it maturely. They knew where we were coming from, and they knew that the next 4 years, we had to go through that again. It would have been
you are bound
disaster.
to have common sense.
I mean, it would have been a total disaster to have 8 years of turbulence as far as Nigerian football is concerned. And I don't see that happening. Really.
Okay. All right, guys, let's talk about the heart of the matter now, football development. So a lot of people, and I think I agree, football is beyond the national team. And, of course, Amajibe said that in his own speech immediately after his victory. But, and, you know, Sheyi Akinwumi also said that, okay, well, we campaigned on continuity, but, of course, football is the winner. So, I mean, looking at these guys, you think they can give football lovers what we all have been clamoring for? Real football development, going to the grassroots, not 100% focus on the national teams. I'm not saying that is bad, but that's just maybe 10, 20% of it. So do you think these guys have the ability to shift their focus and go to the heart of the matter and be serious? Maybe I'll start with you, and you know, start with the issues, go at it, and be able to do something in 4 years.
Well, I think, to be honest with you, I will be very surprised if they do anything different from what they've been doing.
Okay.
Because I think the focus of this particular, from Pinnick to Sheyi Akinwumi and that board for the last 4 years, and majority of them are back now, has been on the national teams. The only credit you probably give them when it comes to youth football is what they did with the future Hugos, the under 13 and under 15. And then we could see the results with the under 17 that won in Tanzania. But to go to the grassroots, maybe school sports, I don't know if that's what you're looking at. Address issues. It would be nice to have that, but I would be very surprised.
Okay, Smart will be surprised too.
I'll be surprised if they do that, because...
but that's what we all want.
That's what we want, but that's not their focus. Their focus, at least when I said earlier, when I said they didn't do well, but you said with the national team, which I disagree with. How well did they do the national team? Okay. We went to the World Cup, we played in the second round of the World Cup before now. We went this time around, we couldn't leave the group stage. We've not been to the African Nations Cup. At least if you say they've done well, you say, okay, fine. That is it. We won the African Nations Cup. You say, fine, they've done well. We got to the quarterfinal of the finals of the World Cup. You said they've done well, but we didn't achieve any of that. Where we had reached before, we couldn't get there. So that's not an achievement. Okay? So if they really want to leave their footprints on the sand of time, they have to, as he said, go back to the basics. See, the Super Eagles, that's the point, that's the target. But how do you get to that target? That's the issue. You see, the greatest anathema that Nigerian football has today, that if not checked, will ruin Nigerian football, is when you see the legion of foreign-grown players wearing the Super Eagles jersey. Nigerians who were born outside Nigeria wearing Super Eagles jersey.
Meaning you didn't contribute anything to their development, you just...
No, not necessarily. You don't even need to. But the reason being that